Hello and welcome again to our YouTube channel. In today's video from the Photoshop series, we are going to see some simple tips and tricks to draw rolled papers and write on them. This effect is great when you are making your posters or making your graphics design, your web page or tweets. You will enjoy it. We will start with the canvas 1000 by 1000 pixels as usual. We have done the background blue background with cloud effects, and we have seen this in previous videos. We will start by using the ellipse tool to make the side curve of the rolled paper. Okay, we'll make shift to make it perfectly round. Okay, and then I usually in this video I'll be adding layers, so because I will be using the pen tool, and the pen tool I'm using the pen tool over one another, it will try to connect the dots from the previous drawing. So I'll be usually in this I'll making Control Shift N to make a new layer, and in every new layer I will add what I want to add. Okay, from here the pen tool, the straight pen tool. From here you have the curved pen tool and the freedom pen tool and the pen tool, which is the straight ones, those are straight lines. I will mark my first dot of the line here, my second dot here, and then I will continue to make. I will go just near the end here, and then I will put my final point here. Okay, and then I'll bring my ellipse on top of it. Okay, after that, inside this ellipse I will add a new layer, and in this layer I'll be adding the spiral which makes the effect of the paper. So I'll go here and I will select the curvature pen tool, and I will start from this point when the paper is returning. I cannot select this point if I'm not using on a new layer. If I'm using on the same layer, it will not allow me to select this layer. It will be part of the ellipse. So I'll be selecting the second. You can see it is straight here, but when I select the third point, it will start to take the curvature and so on. I'll be rolling it to the inside. I'll make small curves. You can go detail with it. You can make more than 4 points on the circumference of the rotation. It depends on how precise you like to make it and the shape of the curvature you like. Okay, and I will end it here. Okay, and then I will add a new layer. It's converting usually these layers to shapes when you add shapes. So that's why every time is adding layer 2. Then I will go again to the straight line tool. I'll start from here. I add my first point. I'll add my second point just above the paper, a little bit above the paper here, and then I'll be giving it some curvature. Oh, sorry, this one is not curvature, so I need to control that. You can mix. You can make one line in the straight pen tool, and then the second line you can switch to the curvature. I'll be switching to the curvature, so I'll be giving it a curved point here. Then here you'll see that my curvature is making. I'll go outside of the paper that I have done, and I'll put my end point here. Now this end point I made it on a curvature, so Control Z, I delete it, and I'll make it return to the straight pen tool, and I'll put it here. Okay, now I'm having this effect. Just I need to bring it to bring the spiral on top of it. Okay, and the ellipse here. Also now, if now I go outside of all these selections, now I'm having the shapes that I like about the curved shape. Regarding this edge, it appears natural. If you can smooth it a little bit by continuing a little bit with the curvature you were doing here, you can continue step more with the curvature, and then after that you go with the straight. This fine tuning you can make it. Just I'm learning you how to make it simple and easy and quick for your tweets and for your web page. Now I'd like to write on this. I'll make it as a writing bed. So I will go to shape 1, which is my first shape here, and I will select some text, and I will start writing here. Just I'll put one of the simple ways. Okay. I can change the color from here. I love the blue color, or the dark blue color on the game. And then Control C. Okay. C. N. Enter. Control V, enter, Control V, enter. Just I'm repeating it to show you some effect. Now I come here and I shift this one inside the paper, a little bit like this. And after I need to rotate it first, so first I'll go to rotate, transform, rotate, okay. I rotate it, need to shift it a little bit here, for example. Okay, and then I need to skew it so I get the effect that it is written on this paper. So edit, transform, skew. You can see now it's having the effect it is written on this paper. If I click outside here, you can see that it appears as if it was written on this paper. Okay, I'll be showing you another trick, so I'll go again to my text. Okay, I'll be deleting these 3 lines. I will keep this one first, and then let me go to add a new layer. Okay, to add a new layer, Control Shift N. Okay, and then we'll add one of our Dido figures. So line tool, I'll make it one line tool like here, like this one. I'll bring, okay, I think I prefer the big one, so okay, so we'll be using the line tool. I'll be using the 15 width, and I like to the filling, I'll make the filling of the line white, and the stroke I'll make it to the dark blue. Okay, let's see how this one will come. Okay, I'll start from here. I'll put this one like this. Okay, and then I will go up like this. Here, the second leg. Okay, of course you can join these legs after that. And if I make selection and I go to this shape. Okay, and then I can move it down a little bit. Okay, and then I add another one. These little details you can adjust, or you can accept it like this, and then like this, and then I'll be adding the head, my ellipse. It's coming here, so shift, it's perfectly round. Okay, then I come to the move tool and I move it to the body like this. Okay, and then I'll come to select hand tools again. Okay, and then I'll be adding the last line. Okay, now I'll be adding the pen tool, the pen, like I'm using a pen. So I'll be having the surrounding also in black. Okay, and it's 5, and I'll be adding it from here like this. Okay, now you can see it looks like it is right. So, suppose that I need to move this shape a little bit to the side or something like that. So it's better because it's made of a lot of layers, so I'll be removing all the layers that I don't want and the text. Now this one I need. Okay, supposedly that my figures went to the top, so up that shape tool, so I'll be moving this one, moving the ellipse, and then I'll be moving this one, which is part of the curtain. Okay, and then I will come to layer. Okay, I will come to here. I'll be selecting one of the layers that is, and then that is left in function. And then I'll merge visible. Then all my figure now is one piece. I can move it as I like. I return everything again to be visible. and my background, and then I can move, and then I'll be moving it with my arrows. You can put it wherever you like. To get the effect of the writing you enjoy. There's remaining one trick to make it alive. I'll be selecting this shape, for example, which is the top part of our rolled paper, and I will come to layer style, and I will add some drop shadow. Okay, you can see it here. This drop shadow is giving me the effect of the shadow of the rolled paper on the other of the rolled part of the paper on the other part okay, and then okay, and then you have your image that you can use it on your Twitter page, on your web page, use it in part of your design. You can adjust the lines of my Dido as you like, to make it a little bit standing up, to make it a little bit inclined down. You can shift some of these lines. Okay, but remember that after merging all the visible, you cannot make this. You can make group. You can group them. You can, instead of making merging visible, you can select them all and then merge them as a group, and then move the group if you need to edit something after that. Thank you very much for following so far. I hope you had a wealth of information. You had some nice tips and tricks to use it on your next graphic designs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, share the information, and see you in coming videos. Thank you very much.